In today's fast-paced world, many of us are no strangers to anxiety and stress. Whether it's the pressures of work, relationships, or the constant bombardment of news and social media, it's easy to feel like we're being tossed around by forces beyond our control. We often find ourselves caught in the whirlwind of external events, believing that our peace of mind depends on the world around us. But what if there's another way? Imagine a life where you could find inner calm regardless of the chaos outside. A life where your emotional state wasn't at the mercy of circumstances, but instead rooted in something deeper, something entirely within your control. This is where Stoicism comes in. The ancient Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who governed an empire while facing personal struggles, offers us a timeless perspective on how to achieve this kind of peace. His reflections teach us that true tranquility doesn't come from trying to control the world, but from understanding what we can control, and more importantly, what we cannot. In this video, we will explore how Stoic philosophy can help us regain control over our inner world. By focusing only on what is within our power and accepting what is not, we can cultivate the peace of mind we so often seek. So, if you're ready to learn how to take charge of your inner peace, stick with us. The best part is yet to come. And if you know someone who could benefit from this wisdom, don't forget to share this video with them. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. This quote speaks directly to the core of Stoic philosophy, the power of internal control. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that while we cannot control what happens outside of us, we have the ability to control how we respond to those events. Now, let's reflect on this quote. In our modern world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by everything happening around us. We often think that our peace of mind depends on external circumstances, a promotion at work, a positive social interaction, or even the state of the world. However, the Stoics teach us a crucial lesson. We can only control how we respond to these situations, not the situations themselves. By accepting this truth, we can start to shift our mindset. Instead of focusing on things we can't control, like other people's opinions or the state of the economy, we begin to focus on what truly lies within our power, our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. When we embrace this principle, we free ourselves from the constant pull of external events. It's not about ignoring the world around us or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about recognizing that our peace does not need to be threatened by them. The key to inner peace lies in understanding that we hold the power to choose how we respond to life's ups and downs. So ask yourself, how much energy do I waste trying to control the uncontrollable? What would it feel like if I could let go of that struggle and focus only on what is mine to manage? As we reflect on Marcus Aurelius's words, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. It's important to understand that this isn't just a comforting idea, but a profound shift in how we approach life. Think about the moments when you feel overwhelmed. Maybe it's the pressure of deadlines, the unpredictability of life, or the stress of trying to make everyone happy. In those moments, we often feel like we're at the mercy of forces we can't control. We get caught up in the rush to fix, change, or react to things beyond our influence. This is where we lose our sense of peace. But Marcus's teaching offers a way out. He's not telling us to suppress our emotions or ignore the real challenges we face. Instead, he's inviting us to ask a simple but powerful question. What is in my control? When we focus on what we can manage, our thoughts, our reactions, our decisions, we can shift from feeling helpless to feeling empowered. Take a moment to think about the last time you felt stressed or anxious. How much of that stress was based on something outside your control? Maybe you were worried about a difficult conversation you had to have, or you found yourself overwhelmed by the state of the world. These external events are out of our hands. But what is always in your control? Your perspective, your mindset, your ability to choose how to respond. This is the heart of Stoicism, understanding that peace comes from within. Instead of trying to control the uncontrollable, focus on cultivating control over your own thoughts and actions. You can choose how you interpret events. You can decide to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your peace. For example, let's say you have a tough day at work. You can't change the fact that the workload is heavy or that your colleagues are stressed, but you can control how you approach the day. You can choose to stay calm, manage your time effectively, and maintain a sense of gratitude, even in difficult circumstances. This shift in focus, from what you can not control to what you can, is a powerful tool for achieving inner peace. So here's an actionable step. Every day, take a few minutes in the morning or before bed to ask yourself, what is in my control today? Make it a habit to acknowledge the areas where you can exert influence, your thoughts, your actions, and your responses, and accept with grace the areas where you have no power. As you practice this, you'll start to notice a shift. The external world may still be chaotic, but you will begin to experience a deep, steady calm within yourself, grounded in your ability to control how you meet the world. Now that we've reflected on the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the core Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control, let's dive deeper into how these teachings can guide us toward inner peace. The Stoic philosophy revolves around the idea that life is unpredictable and often beyond our control. While we can't stop external events from happening, whether it's a personal setback, a global crisis, or an unexpected change in our plans, what we can control is our response to them. This principle, known as the dichotomy of control, is one of the foundational concepts in Stoic thought, and it offers a powerful framework for living a peaceful and resilient life. The dichotomy of control. Imagine for a moment that you're stuck in traffic on your way to an important meeting. The frustration builds up, you're running late, and the situation feels completely out of your hands. But the Stoic way of thinking asks you to consider, what is in my control here? You can't change the traffic, you can't change the fact that you're late, but you can control how you respond. You can choose to become angry and stressed, letting those emotions cloud your judgment and escalate your frustration. Or you can choose to accept the situation as it is, breathe deeply, and focus on what you can do. Perhaps you can use the time to calm your mind or listen to something that uplifts you. In this way, you reclaim your inner peace, even when the external world is out of your control. The dichotomy of control is a reminder that we must focus on the areas where we can make a difference: our actions, our reactions, and our attitudes. The sooner we recognize this, the less we will feel like victims of circumstance, and the more we'll feel empowered to navigate life's challenges with a calm and composed mind. The power of acceptance. A key part of achieving inner peace through Stoicism is the practice of Amor, Fati, the love of fate. This concept invites us to not only accept what happens in life, but to embrace it, no matter how difficult or unpleasant it may seem at first. The Stoics teach that we should not waste our energy resisting what cannot be changed, but rather, we should learn to welcome each moment as it is. This doesn't mean we must like or approve of everything that happens. It simply means we choose to accept it as part of our journey. When you face a setback, instead of asking, "Why me?" or "Why is this happening?" try shifting your perspective to one of acceptance. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow through this experience? This shift in perspective can be incredibly freeing. Instead of fighting against the current, we begin to flow with it, knowing that life's challenges are opportunities to cultivate our virtues and resilience. When we accept what is beyond our control, we stop wasting energy on frustration and instead focus on cultivating strength, patience, and wisdom. Cultivating virtue, the heart of Stoicism. At the core of Stoicism lies the concept of virtue, the idea that living a virtuous life, in accordance with reason and nature, is the key to happiness. The Stoics believed that we cannot always control external events, but we can always control our virtues. By cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we create an inner foundation that no external event can shake. Take courage, for example. In moments of difficulty, courage isn't about avoiding fear or discomfort. It's about facing it head-on with calm and clarity. Whether you're dealing with a challenging conversation, a difficult decision, or an unexpected life event, courage gives you the strength to stand firm in your values without being swept away by anxiety or fear. Justice, too, is essential. It's about treating others with fairness and respect, but also being just with ourselves. Often, We are our harshest critics, and learning to treat ourselves with the same compassion and fairness we extend to others is crucial for inner peace. Temperance and self-control that reminds us not to be ruled by our desires or impulses. In a world filled with distractions, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of external rewards, money, status, or approval. But the Stoics teach us that true contentment comes from within, from aligning our desires with reason and cultivating a life of moderation. By practicing these virtues, we build a character that remains steady regardless of what happens around us, and it's this steady character that gives us the inner peace we seek. Practical steps for applying Stoicism in daily life. Now let us turn these ideas into actionable steps that you can start practicing today to achieve inner peace through Stoicism. Identify what you can control. Each morning, take a moment to reflect on your day ahead. What aspects of your day are within your control? Your reactions, your thoughts, your actions? Focus on these and accept the things you cannot change. Practice mindfulness and acceptance. When something happens that's beyond your control, take a deep breath and ask yourself, how can I accept this moment fully? Shift from resistance to acceptance and look for ways to make the most of the situation. Cultivate virtue. Each day, ask yourself, how can I live with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance today? Whether it's making a thoughtful decision, facing a fear, treating someone with respect, or exercising self-discipline, aim to practice these virtues in every area of your life. Embrace Amor, Fati. When you face challenges, remember to embrace them. Instead of wishing things were different, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow through this? Find the opportunity in every obstacle. By incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you'll begin to shift your mindset from one of anxiety and frustration to one of peace and empowerment. As we've explored today, the path to inner peace through Stoicism is not about changing the world around us, but changing how we respond to it. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions, we free ourselves from the chaos that often seems to overwhelm us. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom teaches us that peace comes not from avoiding difficulties, but from embracing them with a calm and resilient mind. Remember, life will continue to present challenges, but how you face them is entirely in your hands. When you practice Stoicism, you will find that the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable can become stepping stones to greater wisdom, strength, and peace. So, as you move through your day, take a moment to ask yourself, what is in my control right now? Reflect on your power to choose your thoughts and actions, and recognize the freedom that comes with accepting what you cannot change. I challenge you today to adopt the Stoic mindset. Accept the things you cannot change, focus on what you can control, and embrace the process of growing stronger with every experience. When you do, you'll begin to experience a deeper sense of peace that no external event can take away. Thank you for joining us on this journey to inner peace. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you can continue to explore the wisdom of Stoicism and apply it in your life. Remember, you have the power to shape your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately, your destiny. Leave a comment below and share how you've applied Stoic wisdom in your life. Let's discuss how we can all live with more peace and resilience.